topsoil on the planet has been lost in the last 150 years. In the U.S., we lose 6 pounds of topsoil to erosion for each 1 pound of food that we produce. Hi, I'm Sage Payne from the Faith Walkers 4-H Club in Grady County. Today, I'm going to be demonstrating a soil stability test. This is a great test to do on your soil. It shows how much water your soil can hold when saturated in water. So the things that you'll need to do this test at home are a mason jar filled with water and some chicken wire that you can shape into a basket to hold your soil. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I have 3 different types of soil here today that we're going to test. All of these soils were taken from either my parents' hay fields, grazing fields, or our no-till fields. So the first one over here in this jar is from this field, and it was tilled in November and planted in rye, and our cattle have been grazing on that. This field was tilled in November and planted in rye, and it's recently been cut for hay. This field is our no-till field, and it was not tilled and planted in rye in November with as well as these. So we're just going to go ahead and put these in the water. So this is our tilled field that had been grazed with our cattle. This is our tilled field that had been cut for hay. And this is our no-till field. So we're going to let those go for a minute while I talk about these. I'm going to talk about the different root structures here. So when we dug this out of our field, you can see the roots came down to here, but that's all they did. They didn't go any further than that. In this field, it's kind of the same deal. The roots went down to there and didn't go any further. This is our no-till field. And when we dug this up, as you can see, there's roots growing several inches past where I have soil. So that's really good, and roots are able to go deeper. Now I'm going to talk about the root systems on the actual plant. This is this field that had been grazed, tilled, planted, and grazed. And you can see its roots grow down to there and stop growing and start growing flat. The reason they start growing flat is because of a plow pan. A plow pan is built up over several years of plowing and tilling our fields. The plow pan is really hard and roots can't break through. So when they get this deep, or however deep your plow pan is, they start growing flat like this instead of straight down. This is our field that we cut for hay recently, and there's a big difference in the root systems there. This is our no-till field, which, as you can see, has a big difference in the root systems. Is their roots are able to grow as deep as they can because there is no plow pan stopping them. So that's a big difference. Now let's go back and look at our soil samples for a little bit. As you can see, this one fell apart pretty bad. I mean, there's still like roots and stuff holding it together up there, but for the most part, the dirt fell off into the bottom. This one is totally gone. There's nothing left in the basket. It all fell apart. Those were both tilled. And this one in the center is our no-till. It lost a little when it got set in, but for the most part, it stayed together. So the main thing I want you to take from this video is residue is soil's armor. So leave it on. Thank you.